I would like to personally apologize for missing last week's episode due to the fact that I had to talk with somebody about bandwidth issues. Don't worry, I gave my cousin a good discussion with my feast. But without further ado, episode 12. Guilt is bad for the soul. Of Power Rangers, Guardians of Gaia. Nikki groaned, observing the chessboard. Things were not going well as well. Layla was one move away from checkmate, and they both knew it. Nikki looked down at her lone pawn. She could see a way to block Layla from checking her, but she wasn't sure how long it would last. Still, she could at least tell it would nab a few of the blonde's pieces, if nothing else. So at least she'd go down kicking. With no other moves she could think of, Nikki reached down for her pawn. However, as she was about to grab it, she stopped. Hearing the sound of an explosion and a familiar cry of pain, Nikki bit her lip, trying to grab hold of her pawn, but her hand was too shaky, and she wound up knocking it over, along with a few other nearby pieces. She growled in frustration, turning away. "Nikki?" Layla asked, concerned. "Are you all right?" Nikki sighed hard. "I don't know what's wrong with me. The leader of the Guardians of Gaia stopped, spying Jarwar and Patrick outside the window. They were noticing Pat's trained their master seeing the air touched in his mind. Despite some occasional clunkiness to it, looked like he was making good progress. Still, just seeing him there, with those sunglasses blocking out his green eyes, it's painful for Nikki to watch. "Look, we all feel bad for him, Nikki," Layla said. She figured it out, raising a hand to Nikki's shoulder, afraid to be brushed away. "It's more than that, though," Nikki argued, getting up from her seat. "It's my fault he got hurt in the first place. Don't you remember?" Nikki groaned, fighting to stay up as Walker approached her, holding her chin up with his staff. "It's not too late, you know. I can spare all 5 of you, even help you find a way home. All you have to do is surrender and kneel before me." Nikki didn't say anything, spinning in the shadows maze to face defiantly. Walker scowled, hitting her in the gut with a staff before racing to strike her again. Before he could, though, the others got back to their feet. Dirk and Madeline blocking the staff, while Patrick and Layla kicked him in the stomach, sending him stumbling back a few paces, as the team formed up again. With everything they had, all 5 left up a dive kick to Walker in the chest. "No, guys, you're not Kamen Riders. This is not the time to Kamen Rider kick the beast!" Knocking him off his feet, they quickly rolled back onto them, firing a blast of dark flames that flew up at the ground before them. The 5 were suddenly tumbling across the ground, Patrick clutching his face and crying out in pain. "Of course I remember. It was just a couple of days ago," Layla replied as he stood up, snapping Nikki out of her flashback. "So what? We're not supposed to help you when you're in trouble or something?" "I'm the leader!" Nikki yelled. "I'm supposed to be able to protect you guys!" "Oh, so now we need you to protect us?" Layla snapped back, getting frustrated. "No, Nikki started to say before letting out a growl, kicking a bucket over. "I get that we're a team, but I'm the one who always has the final say on our plans, and I'm supposed to be able to come up with one that avoids everybody getting hurt." Layla sighed, rubbing her arm. "Nikki, Patrick's all right. I mean, I know he lost his eyesight, but Faye says he wasn't sure it was permanent. He's trying to learn to see without seeing his eyes." "Yeah, but what if it happens next time we go to battle? Madeline loses a leg," Nikki insisted. "Or Dirk loses an arm. Or you get blown up again and don't come out okay. Heck, what if one of us died, Layla?" "What? That thought never occurred to you before now?" "I guess," Nikki muttered, "even when you had your accident, or Patrick fell off that cliff, or we had to fight giant monsters for the first time without swords, there was always this voice in my head that told me everything would be okay. Now, I just can't hear it anymore." Layla shook her head, reaching a hand out, but Nikki wouldn't have any of it, walking away. The tech wizard and the team just watched their leader walk out of the main chamber, letting her arm drop. Looking back to the chessboard, she couldn't help but notice that, among the pieces Nikki had knocked over, the most noticeable was her queen. "It's not that bad, huh?" Madeline asked as she sat on the picnic table outside with the other rangers, save for Nikki and Faye, who was enjoying a peaceful visit. Layla nodded sadly, Faye holding her hand. "I love a good sweet lesbian in a ship. It's so cute." It's awful. It's like she's completely lost all confidence.
Zara sighed, stroking his beard. That's a huge problem, especially given the requirements needed to use the new weapon you've been building.
New weapon? Dark asked, cocking an eyebrow. I've been tinkering with the Minister first with the unicorn sword, Layla explained. Once it's finished, all you have to do is plug the unicorn crystal in, and it'll work just like what the unicorn sword transforms into.
That sounds awesome, Petra commented. So, what's this about the requirements? Unfortunately, the discipline, determination, and focus required to wield the element of light properly goes beyond the other elements, Shaw answered. Normally, you or Nikki would be the perfect rangers to wield it, but with her, like I state, and me still focusing on my eyesight training, kinda makes us more like a liability.
Petra finished.
It's okay, you can be honest about that.
But the good news is, ever since the Battle of Everbright, Walker and Darkia have been relatively quiet, Faye noted. So at least it gives you some time.
This gives us time to try and locate the indigo crystal, Dirk pointed out. Still no luck with it, mind you, but...
Wait, the last crystal's indigo? Ellen asked.
Jorah blinked. Even I didn't know that. How could you know that, Dirk?
Because yours was yellow, Dirk stated matter-of-factly, looking at everyone confused.
Seriously? Red, green, blue, orange, violet, yellow, indigo! No one knows that our racer colors were the colors of the rainbow!
Yeah, I kind of noticed. Still kind of unique to a Ranger Team color set.
I mean, seriously, we have yet to have an actual orange ranger unless you count the rhino.
But he's mostly white with orange highlights.
No, and I'm feeling really dumb for that.
Patrick honestly, scratching the back of his head. And if you people in the audience didn't notice that, shame on you!
I had my suspicions,
Zora stammered, a bit embarrassed. Anyway, Layla's getting back to the point this little powwow. What are we going to do about Nikki? We gotta do something to help chill her out. Mel grinned. I got an idea. How about we all go with Layla and Faye to North Market City? Get some air, do some shopping. Might help her relax a little. Are you sure you just don't want to play chaperone on me and Faye's date? Layla inquired, cocking an eyebrow. Oh! Melanie gasped, linking her to such a degree that the others could tell she was clearly faking. It's just suspicion of my mother's. I just want to help her friend is all. I wouldn't dream of following you two around, peeking over every corner to make sure you're keeping things at a nice, casual level for two people dating as long as you two.
I'll keep her out of your hair, Patrick offered, getting a scowl from Madeline. I don't need to see you know what you two are doing right now.
Madeline huffed. She's... The offensive suspicion around here is just not good for team morale. Darkia grinned, watching the group through the fireplace in the dark chamber. So, they're planning on going on an alley to North Market City, huh? Sounds perfect. Walker looked up from his as fit as his work with Ebony Venom.
What? You care about the Red Ranger's supposed bad mood, too?
Darkia glanced at her brother. I do, when I've been working on a plan to make use of that. She's been feeling so lousy after poor little Patrick lost the use of his eyes. But how badly do you think she feels something were awful to happen to the whole rest of her team? Was she being unable to lift a finger at her fight against us?
When did you become devious schemer?
Walker asked, a little taken aback.
I thought that was my department.
Darkia shrugged. No. I just like being mean to people.
Oh, whatever, Walker murmured. Just make sure that plan of yours works. We still haven't found the indigo crystal, or the sword of the Guardian of Dreams. And if whoever found them joins up with the other rangers, we're going to have not one, but several massive problems.
Relax, brother, Darkia insisted, placing a hand on her hip. This time, the Guardians of Gaia will be eliminated for good. Nikki let out a very loud sigh. She wasn't sure how she let the others convince her to come to North Market City.
Well, truth be told, it's because they all made that annoyingly irresistible pouty face.
She hated that look. Almost as if she hated a boatload of bloods on a bad day. That weren't enough. Madeline dragged her out of her teen's bedroom. It was now made the second time that the girl dragged her into something she didn't want to do. She did not feel like shopping or enjoying the sights. But then, she wasn't really sure what she wanted to do. Only that she couldn't shake the same feeling of dread she had been feeling for days now. What are you so worried about that anyway? She heard Patrick demand of Madeline, as he tried to keep her from spying on Layla and Faye from across the market. Well, I really don't know much about Faye. This is Layla's first real relationship, Madeline replied honestly. I just don't want her to get hurt is all.
She's a grown-up and a tolerates his mind, Patrick reasoned. What was the worst fate could do to hurt her?
You know, Dirk irritated, I really hate to take Madeline's side in this, but there are other ways to hurt someone, especially in a relationship. My sister once dated this guy that totally messed with her head, and she was just completely inconsolable for weeks after that. See? Madeline said, beaming. Having said that, I gotta say, I don't think Faye's like that, Dirk went on. She seems to really like Layla. A lot. Thanks, Madeline muttered, her good mood gone. You know, strangely enough, Gold for Ruby is playing in my head right now. Don't get me wrong, I get where you're coming from. It's a good thing to be looking out for your sis. Dirk nodded. At the same time, you gotta give her some space. I know that, Madeline said with a sigh, rubbing her arm. I'm worried about giving her too much space. After a while, Nikki dust tuned the others out, looking to a nearby mirror that was on sale, as the others went on ahead. She looked at her reflection, noting the light scratches across her arms that were still healing from past battles. All in all, she had been rather lucky to survive the battles they'd been through with just a few scratches, even if those weren't permanent. Why was it me? Nikki wondered, as images of an explosion that robbed Patrick of his fist bounced around in his head. Why did Patrick have to lose his eyesight? It was my fault. Why wasn't it me? I mean, I'm just saying, she's my little sister. And she's the only family I have left. Nella muttered as the conversation with the boys went on, unaware of Nikki's absence.
What do you mean? Patrick asked. What about your parents?
Nella's eyes widened in surprise. I mean my only family here. You know, because Mom and Dad are on Earth. She's the only member of my family here. I mean, if one of your siblings was here, wouldn't you be overprotective of them?
No, I am another child. So I also get it, Patrick commanded. I suppose if Travis were here, I'd be watching out for the little guy, but Patrick started to say before a loud scream come off. In his source, he immediately spotted a female gnome running for one of the tables, backing away as blots were forming out of the shadows cast by the tables. Blots! Layla and Faye were rushing over to join the three. Think it's morphin' time? We sought to fight with our weapons. We could get wrecked the whole market. Patrick nodded. We could take a few boss. What do you think, boss?
Nikki? Layla asked, looking around. Where'd she go? You guys try to stop the plots. I'll find Nikki, Faye offered.
Got it, Dirk said when a nod as Faye took off. Let's get him! The four charged the blots, picking their partners. Patrick, doing his best to feel out where the blots were, leaped between a pair and a salesman, kicking them away. Two more came running, but Patrick was able to flip off one of the fallen ones and dive kicked them both with one foot to the chest. Dirk grabbed hold of the rope to keep some of the patrons from getting behind the tables. Immediately went to work tackling a pair of blots down, hog-tying them. You blots have got nothing on my bull back home! Grabbing hold of the vacant table, Madeline and Layla hoisted it up and ran the blot into the gut. Mostly to get several more until they managed to get a whole half of a dozen with them. Without a cry, the two girls managed to shove a group into a nearby well, sending them tumbling and splashing the water, dissolving to mist. Nice relaxing trip to the market, Layla muttered. Maybe next time, Faye and I could go skydiving over a volcano. Over my dead body, Madeline practically growled. Patrick leaped up, wrapping his feet around a blot's neck and flipping into three more. Dirk, using a lasso to tie them all up. Once the bots were bundled together, the two boys kicked him hard, sending him tumbling downhill into some crates that had been stacked up. Ugh, Patrick groaned. Do you suppose those were expensive? Not it, Dirk said quickly, leaving the redhead to fight some more blots. Suddenly, a portal opened in the middle of the area the four were fighting in. Darkia stepped out with an evil smirk on her face. Flanking her was a dark-browed, quarter-browed lightless that looked to be a cross between a crocodile, a hippo, and a lion. Somebody has been shopping at the Operator Monster of the Week shop. At the sight of it, the remaining felines were still nearby and decided to run and scream in horror. Thrakia! Patrick yelled as the team formed to face her. Almost didn't recognize you without your big bro backing you up. And I almost didn't recognize you without those hip sunglasses, loser. Fat Darkia shot back, patting the lightless at her side. Like my new friend here, is an Amit lightless, devourer of souls. Isn't this adorable? To each their own, Leia replied. A little creep out as the monster growled at them. Meanwhile, Faye finally managed to spot Nikki, who seemed transfixed on her reflection in the mirror. However, the seemingly depressed girl couldn't see a trio of blots were gathering on the roof over in the mirror. Out of sight, seeing this faint dash for Nikki, just managed to tackle her down and away as the blots leaped down, stabbing their claws into the ground where Nikki once stood. Ugh! Faye! Nikki grunted before spying the blots. As he pulled her claws out, she immediately got back to her feet, kicked one square in the chest, knocking it several feet away. Nancy threw a groundhouse kick to the remaining blots' heads before ducking out the last one's slight, cross-jumping in the neck and then came back up. But besides the layer, it was gone. Faye, where are the others? Nikki demanded, helping to dry to her feet. A few yards down that way, Faye stammered, pointing down a path that several seals had been running out of. Hurry! Nikki nodded, charging for the path and punching away any blot that would guide her away as Faye gave pursuit. Pretty soon, she spied the team. Facing off with Darkia and the new lightless. His eyes started to glow as the four pulled their crystals free to call its morphing time. However, before they could draw their crystal blast morphers, the monster opened its jaw and sent a black swirling vortex out of the group, stunning them. As Nikki watched in horror, the vortex pulled ghostly images of the four out of their bodies and into its mouth, shutting its jaws as the vortex closed and the team fell to the ground. No! Nikki cried, throwing a blaster and opening fire on the monster, causing it and Darkia to back off, as Nikki got between them and her friends. What did you do to them, Darkia? Why? I didn't do anything, Darkia insisted. It was my new friend here that did the deed, devouring their souls and leaving them as empty shells. Have fun with your new powerless rangers. Nikki growled, pulling a crystal free of its chain. However, before she could morph, a portal opened behind Darkia and the Amit Lightless, pulling them in before fainting away. Nikki yelled in rage and anguish, watching the two get away, but quickly turned her attention to her fallen friends. Their skin turned grayish. Faye ran over, immediately to Layla's side, looking terrified. Jawar! Nikki yelled to her communicator. I need help! What happened? Jawar demanded. The others are down, Nikki cried. Teleport to the library, now! Jawar didn't waste another second. Within moments, Nikki could feel a silver light around her, and her rangers and Faye, before they were all teleported to the sky as multicolored rays of light. You know what this episode's making me think of right about now? One of my favorite episodes of Season 2 of Power Rangers, where Jason feels guilty over losing Tommy, and the other Rangers get their own individual green candles and are about to lose their powers, and Jason comes in to save them, and he takes on the monster all alone. I mean, yeah, that was basically an excuse to use the Sentai footage where only the Red Ranger fought the monster alone, because at the time, in Dire Ranger, they only had the Zord. But still, it's one of my favorite Season 2 episodes. Darkia giggled evilly, watching as Nikki teleported away from the market. And that, as the Orange Ranger will never say again, is how we get her done. The reason you didn't just finish the Red Ranger off right away was because... Walker asked, still a little confused on the whole plan. Because she no longer matters, Darkia reasoned, petting the amount lightless. One ranger losing their eyesight was enough to make her depressed, to the point where she almost got taken down by the blots. But the whole bunch of them? Chances are we may never see her again. And even if she does come back for another romp, my little friend here gets stronger with every soul he devours. Walker nodded. I see. Well, Just in case, you might want to consider having a feast on a few more souls, just to keep the odds in our favor.
Darkia grinned as the beast wagged its tail. Good idea. In fact, I think eating the Rangers' souls only increased its appetite. Darkia. You're a cool villainess, but you are an idiot! Faye and Nikki waited in the main chamber as Jarl went about using a magical scan on the others with his staff. For Faye, the knowledge that Layla was without her soul and lived as an empty husk was enough to break her heart as she sadly sat in a chair. Guys, is it wrong that I feel more compassion for Faye than Micah's entire roster of characters? And this has been what? Her only second real speaking appearance in the third. Her third speaking appearance in this whole show. This is a sign of doing an interesting character. For Nikki, though, all she could do was pace back and forth, cursing herself and replaying what she saw in her head, over and over.
Dig it all! I should have been there, Nikki muttered. Instead, I was looking at some mirror like an idiot while my friends fought bloods on their own.
Nikki, it wasn't your... Faye started to say.
Don't! Nikki yelled. Don't say it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I should have been there.
If you had, there's a good chance your soul might have been taken away too. Faye reasoned, getting up from her seat.
Yeah, great. A lot of good it does to have me up and kicking, Nikki growled.
It is, Faye insisted. You're still here, which means there's still a chance we can do something about the others.
Listen to Faye, Zara replied, exiting the bedroom. She's right. Zara, tell me there's a way you could bring them back, Nikki pleaded with the old wizard. Zara sighed, stroking his beard. I'm afraid, with my powers as limited as they are, there's not much I could do. But there's something you can do. By destroying the Amit lightless, every soul devoured by it will return to their bodies. How are we even going to find that thing? Nikki asked, confused.
I don't think that's going to be a problem, Faye nodded, drawing everyone's attention to the viewing globe. Sure enough, it was displaying a small village of gnomes trying to defend themselves with rocks and arrows as the Amit lightless was sucking their souls in one by one.
This is bad, Zara observed. With every soul it consumes, the Amit lightless grows stronger.
Nikki watched on, her lip trembling as her fists clenched.
I don't know if I can stop that thing on my own, Jarwa. I'm sorry, Nikki, Zara replied, but you have to. I can't use my powers that far away. You're the only one that can stop that monster and return the others to normal.
But I can't! Nikki cried. All I do is screw up and hurt my friends.
I can't do this anymore. I just...
Before she could go on, Nikki felt a hand slap across her face, stopping her ranting. Staring blankly, she saw Faye, first looking angry, then appearing horrified as she pulled her hand back. Nikki touching her own face. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Faye apologized quickly. I just did what I thought Madeline might have done if she were here.
Madeline,
Nikki whispered, mothering her face as she looked over the bedroom, where the arrows were lying in bed motionless.
Layla, Dirk, Patrick, they're all...
Nikki, sometimes things can go wrong in battle, Tara said. You could be as smart, strong, and fast and prepared in battle. Something could still go wrong. The others wanted you to regain your confidence, so you could wield the new weapon Layla designed. But they still believe in you. They still, Nikki said quietly, feeling tears well up before blinking them back. Slapping herself on the opposite cheek from the one Faye slept.
Right. They're my team. My friends. I need to help them.
The unicorn crystal will only power the sword if you have complete confidence in yourself. Zara advised as Nikki turned back to the feeling glove. Good luck, Red Ranger. Nikki nodded.
It's moving time!
Yanking the Phoenix crystal free of its chain, she drew her crystal blast morpher and placed the crystal inside. Raising up her blaster, she pulled the trigger and shouted,
Gaia's a Gaia! Awaken!
The flaming red beam shot out, spinning in midair before engulfing her, morphing her to the Red Gaia Ranger. Once more, Nikki teleported to the village, standing between the gnomes and Darkia and the Amit Lilas.
Back up, fang face!
Darkia sneered, drawing her sickle. So, back for more? Sicker!
The unmet lightless roared, leaving at the range ready to attack her to the ground. Nikki groaned as she tried to keep away from the monster's jaws. Just barely keeping her head bit down as the ground to the left. It reared his head back, ready to bite for her again. But Nikki managed to hear her blast her up, a glowing fire blast into the monster's mouth. The beast backed off as Nikki rolled to her feet, came to blast her train on it. Nikki groaned, waving her hand in front of her face. Man, your breath is heinous like Darkia's.
Hey!
Darkia shouted. We'll see if you still find it so funny when my monster uses the power of your friends to destroy you with! As Darkia said this, the unmet lightless growled, his body expanding slightly as he stood on his hind legs. His front legs grew into arms as a long, deadly lance appeared clenched in its claws. A helmet shaped like a behemoth's had materialized atop the crocodile's head. Finally, its body changed from dark brown to being a darker shades of green, blue, orange, and violet all over. Let out a roar as his power increased, drawing on the souls of the other rangers. That is cheating! That is cheating at the highest caliber. Jerk! Okay, suddenly this job got a lot tougher, Nikki muttered before pressing her thumb to her buckle. Heat bow! Heat bow in hand, Nikki fired an arrow in front of the monster's chest, only for it to slice in half with its lance. The amount lightless and opened its jaws wide, releasing a stream of electrified water at the Red Ranger, blasting her back into the side of a small hut. Shaking out the pain, Nikki danced to her left as Lightless literally slid across the ground, stabbing its lance into the wall just where she was. Heat sabers! Nikki shouted, pulling her bow apart, slicing at the beast with her twin swords. The attack was parried by the Emit Lice's lance, was it spun the lance to create a gust of wind that sent Nikki stumbling backwards. She groaned as it came to a stop, only to get slashed by Darkia's sickle, stars flying off her suit as she fell to the ground. What did she even bother coming out of the library for, anyway? Darkia asked, honestly curious as Nikki pulled herself back up. Did you really think you could beat my precious monster? Or were you hoping he could devour your soul too, so you could be with your friends again? I came for my friends' souls, Nikki answered, crossing her arms, and I'm not leaving without them. Powered up mode! Throwing her arms down, the Red Ranger became engulfed in a flame-white light as she tapped into the greater parts of her powers. Pressing her buckle, she called out, Unicorn Sword! Summoning the miniature unicorn sword and crystal, opening out the unicorn's jaws to reveal a compartment for the crystal. She plugged in, causing the blade to shimmer with a silver light. Fight. I will win. Ooh, cross my lines, good. Give it your best shot, Darkia yelled as she and the Emit Lightless raced forward. My friends believe in me, and I believe in them, Nikki said, charging up her attack. So I'll believe in me too. Nikki gave a battle cry. Nikki swung the unicorn sword hard, slicing across Darkia's armor, sending her tumbling away. Next, she stabbed at a point in the Emit Lightless's lance, snapping it in half. Finally, she spun around and slashed the blade across the monster's jaws, knocking it away. Wait, Nikki. So they believe in you, and as they believe in you, it believes in you. Here, Darkia. Here, Nikki, have a pair of sunglasses. Thanks. Monster! Who the hell do you think I am? A Gurren Lagann reference. What can I say? This scene was badass enough. You've had it, you chimera-looking freak show! Nikki yelled, drawing her Gaia saber and throwing her Phoenix crystal, causing the blade to glow red as she raised both swords. Now, give my friends' souls back! The Lightless roared, charging at the Red Ranger. Nikki crossed her blades over her head, laying the air as he built, before swinging them both downward with a shout of Double Mental Sass! The combined fire and light cuts were too much for the beast as his power overloaded, causing it to explode in a mass of dark mist, as ghostly images of its soul flew out to their rightful places. Nikki let out a loud sigh, as the flaming energy surrounding her dying down, and she fell to her knees in exhaustion. No! Darkia looked up to the sky. Walker, hurry up and make my monster grow! Within moments, a black flame shot out across the sky, following itself into a dark mist left over from the Emit Lightless. Mist began to grow and reform until it became a giant-sized version of the monster's bipedal form, save the helmet, lance, or change of colors. Now roar, stomping his foot down into an abandoned hut as Nicky rolled out of the way. Dirk groaned as he sat in bed, rubbing his temples. Ah, my head. I feel like I got turned inside out. Something like that. Someone replied as he entered the bedroom. They immediately tackled hugging Layla. The emit light destroys your souls. Nicky had to get them back. Is she? Patrick yelled, rolling out of his bed. Fighting the monster now, Zola answered. We better get over there, pronto, Layla added as Faye released her. The air is getting out of bed.
It's morphin' time!
Malin called, the group inserting their crystals into their blasters.
Gaia to Gaia! Awaken!
The group shouted, pulling the triggers and morphing into their suits. Once done, Jarwar teleported to forward to face the monster, arriving a few feet from Nicky as he leaped out of the way of the monster's tongue.
Hang on, Nicky!
Malin yelled, the group running over. Guys, you're all okay? Nicky cried, meeting up with them. Yeah, but this one's asking for it, Dirk replied, pointing up the lightless. Let's get her done! Nicky nodded, raising her Gaia's saber as the others inserted their crystals to see when theirs. We need Gaia sword power now! Let these Gaia sword power up! Nicky yelled, her sword sending out a burning red light to the nearby mountain, the Phoenix sword taking off of it. Green Hippogriff Gaia sword, power up! Patrick called, a green gust-like beam emerging from his saber into a crystal of clouds, bringing out the Hippogriff sword.
Bullify the Gaia sword, power up!
Layla yelled, her saber releasing a blue wiry blast into the lake. Leviathan sword lifting its neck out of the wire. Orange Behemoth Gaia sword, power up! Dirk exclaimed, his sword sending out its earthly beam into the woods, the Behemoth horde stamping out on all fours.
Violet Thunderbird Gaia sword, power up!
Malin yelled, sending a violet ball of light up and out of her sword into a thundercloud. The Thunderbird sword sailing out. Let's go! Nicky shouted, the team teleporting to the sword cockpits and inserting their weapons. Log on! Patrick here, I'm feeling lucky, Patrick replied.
Layla here, all systems are go!
Layla responded, Dirk here, ready to tear it up.
I'm gonna make shoes out of this crock!
Malin snarked, the Thunderbird sword swooping in past the helmet lightless with electrified feathers. Time out for a sec with this fight. It's looking awesome and all, but I have to say, am I the only one who's hoping for, at one point during the Zord fight in the new Power Rangers movie, aka Power Rangers The First, can I hope that at one point when Kim gets into her Zord, she either says A, nice stereo, B, what's this for a stereo, or C, when we see this cockpit and Kim's inside, right next to her is a stereo system. The monster roared and blacked off in pain, only to be tricked up by the Leviathan sword's tail, sending it crashing to his face. Okay, let's finish this! Nicky yelled, drawing her Unity crystal. Right! Rangers shouted as they brought their own Unity crystals, swapping out the crystals in their sabers for them, and shouting, Gaia swords, combine! The swords all lifted to the air, shifting around, combining into a giant robot that landed with a thud on both feet. Gaia Megazord, power up! The team called, the robot coming to life as the emit lightless charged it, slashing its claws across the Megazord's chest. The robot quickly fired back with a pair of jabs, followed by a spinning roundhouse kick to the face. This knocked the monster off its feet, but quickly rolled back into them, letting out a roar from its jaws that caused the Megazord to stumble backwards, sparks all flying across its body. What the heck is it doing? Dark demanded.
It's using its roar to drain the Megazord's power, Layla replied. This keeps up, we're finished.
We're not done yet, Nicky yelled. Everyone, let's give the Megazord all the power we got! The group nodded, causing the hills of their sabers slightly as they focused as much energy as they could through them. The Gaia Megazord began to glow brilliantly as their energy filled it, finally launching a quintuple blast from the heads of the Zords into the Emmet Lightless's mouth, shutting it up and knocking it to the ground. That was it. The Megazord's arms fell limp, its eyes turning black.
Now what?
Balin asked.
I think we gave it too much power,
Layla admitted, sweat dropping.
The systems are down everywhere. We're just barely staying together.
Guys, Tucker interrupted, pointing ahead at the Emmet Lightless as it was getting back to its feet. I think we got trouble. We should separate the swords, Patrick suggested.
Negative. There's not even enough power for the individual swords, Leia responded.
Jower, we got a problem,
Nicky called over the communicator.
Jower made his way to lift leading to the Magna Buster control station. Faye was the honest the call came in. So I've noticed. I'm going to try to modify the Magna Buster to give the Megazord a power boost.
Will that even work? Nicky demanded.
In theory, Jower replied, as the lift came down to the floor.
Do you have to say that every time we do something potentially dangerous? Nala inquired.
Jower rolled his eyes, stepping up to the lift and twisting the horn back on his staff. Just hold the focus crystal ready for it.
Will do!
Dirk shouted. It's morphin' time,
Jower declared, inserting his crystal into his staff as the lift took him towards the control station.
Guardians of Gaia, awaken!
Flashing yellow light later, Jower found himself morphed into a wizard ranger. As sitting at a control station, pulling the light crystal from his staff and placing it in a charging chamber. The controls came to life, a panel opening for his staff.
Magna Buster, power up!
Jower called, inserting his staff into the control panel. The Magna Buster lifted itself out of the Ancient Lives Barrier's roof. The Wizard Ranger aiming it just as the right trajectory for the beam to hit the Gaia Megazord, despite how much distance there existed between the two. Modifying the frequency of the blast, Jower locked on. This is the lightless looked ready to attack again.
Magna Buster, rejuvenation burst!
Jower yelled, releasing a gigantic blast of golden light across the skies towards the Megazord.
Here it comes!
Dirk shouted, plugging the focus crystal. Focus crystal, power up! The Gaia Megazord began to glow bronze, just before the golden light collided with it. Brilliant flashes were too much for the immense lightless, causing it to back up while covering its eyes. When the light faded, the Megazord was completely recharged. Physical and prepared for battle. Alright, it worked! Leia cheered, checking the power readouts. Looks like we got a bit of extra power to burn off.
Yeah, let's show this monster what we really think of it, Nicky suggested, inserting the Kitsune crystal.
Kitsune sword, power up! Turtle sword, power up! Leia exclaimed, putting in the aquamarine crystal.
Unicorn sword, power up!
Patrick yelled, popping in the unicorn crystal. The three pulled triggers on their blasters, sending pink, aquamarine, and silver rays lay out to summon the three Ox swords.
Ox swords, attack!
Okay, don't worry, Madeline and Dirk. You guys are going to get your own Ox sword soon. It's kind of a rule. The unicorn sword nodded as it immediately shifted into a unicorn sword. As the Kitsune sword grabbed hold of it in his claws, the turtle sword spun into a wheel and shot through midair. The Kitsune sword grabbed a hold of it with his paws and ran it towards the lightless as a wheel of fire, water, and light. The three swords crashed into the monster hard, knocking it to the ground once again, before the Kitsune sword leapt up, tossing the other two weapons to the Megazord.
Gaia Megazord! Shield and sword!
The team called, ready to unicorn sword and turtle shield. The monster got back up, releasing another roar. The Megazord blinded the sound waves with his shield, causing it to flight off harmlessly.
After a while, crocodile!
Dirk roared as the Megazord held its shield out, reminiscent of a full moon surrounding the robot. The Gaia Megazord then traced the tip of its sword around the shield of the moon's image. I love this attack, causing it to glow brightly as the power of all 7 swords flowed into it.
Full moon break!
The Rangers all shouted, slicing the unicorn sword across the unmet lightless hard, completely demolishing it in a giant explosion. Dark mist evaporating into the sky. Darky growled, watching the Megazord hanging behind a tree. Guess I need to rethink my strategies. Next time, I take you all down. Nicky grunted, helping to set up a table in the North Market City. It was about an hour after the battle, as the team decided it might be a good idea to go back and fix the place up after a brawl that had broken out earlier. Thankfully, nothing too valuable was broken. It was just a matter of getting back to the way it was before.
So, feeling any better?
Patrick asked, setting a box full of goods down on the table that Nicky just propped back up. Nicky smiled a little. Kinda? I don't know. I mean, I get this stuff happens in the field. Guess I spend less time beating myself up over what goes wrong and try to focus on doing things right. What? Patrick inquired. I'm sorry, Nicky muttered, looking at Pat sadly. Patrick sighed, taking his sunglasses off.
Nicky, what happened wasn't your fault.
Well, even if it wasn't, I'm so sorry for what you lost, Nicky insisted. Even if you can't see through the wind or whatever. Look, we can't see the future, Patrick interrogated. Maybe my eyesight will come back, maybe it won't. But honestly, either way, I can't say that I regret doing what I did to lose it. Because the truth is, I do it in a heartbeat. That's how much helping my friends means to me. Nikki smirked. Even Madeline? Patrick grinned, pulling out sunglasses. Even Maud? Yeah, I think I'm starting to get how you feel. Nikki replied, suddenly taking a note of a bit of commotion among the people around. Huh, what's going on? There's a stranger in the outskirts, nearby elven girl said. That's what all the adults are saying. Stranger? Nikki, Patrick, you two might want to get to the town gates. The two hurriedly said over the communicators. There's something I think you should see. Seizing a quick glance, despite the lack of a need on Patrick's part, the two hurried over to the gates, where the others were helping to clean up. There, laying face down on the ground, was about the last thing Nikki expected to see. A human. They were wearing hiking gear and carrying a backpack full of supplies and loose papers that were sticking out. Carefully, Dirk reached down and turned the person onto their back, revealing the face of the unconscious middle-aged man. Oh my gosh, Natalie gasped. That's Professor Snyder! He's an expert on crystallography and is one of the leading researchers on the possibility of multiple realities. What's he doing here? Nikki asked. Whoa. Dirk said, reading one of the papers that had fallen from the professor's backpack. Check this out. Long ago, there existed a hidden realm called Gaia. It was the source of a great mystical energy that tied to the natural elements of the world, like fire, water, and wind. It was a safe haven for peace-seeking folk, be they humans, animals, or other forms of life. However, the realm possessed mystical energies tied to the natural elements. There existed one that fed off evil thoughts, and over time, tried to consume all others. The elements of darkness. Unfortunately, there existed a group of guardians that protected Gaia from the dark, using a powerful silver light that caused the darkness to withdraw before it. No evil force could outmatch it, but there came a time for the final battle. Light vanished, and the guardians disappeared into the spreading dark. At that moment, the team's hearts eventually skipped a beat. One by one, they all looked back to the unconscious professor, their eyes wide as saucers as they contemplated how he could possibly be here. How long had he been here? And what else could he possibly know about the world they were currently trapped in? Yeah, we're stopping there. You know what this is? The next episode is a massive four-parter. The previous episode had a two-parter. This is known as a breather episode. This is where we're going to have a chance to relax, to be calm about ourselves, to get to know each other, and also have some character development. Yep, it's time for the Red Ranger to have a little bit of doubts about herself, look into herself, look into the abyss, and come back stronger than ever. It's always good to have these moments for the Ranger, because this helps make the Red Ranger stand out from all the others, and also helps us get to understand and relate to the Red Ranger more. I love a good episode like this. Although, if you ask me, this should have had at least one shower sequence where she was saying emo in the shower. Only because that's standard hero fare. Shh, how could this happen to me? But anyway, the moment where she got her confidence back was done beautifully. And also just had a beautiful setup for what was going to happen later on in the next chapter. All in all, another great episode, and I can't wait to do the rest. I'll see you next time.